Well, hello, this is Matthew the Millennial Carrot. Yes, I decided to do another video today. Yeah, after having to talk about my thoughts on doing the sign. The sign is about New Zealand roads and roading, our transport infrastructure. Yes, and we know that reason why we're talking about, because we know that our roads and our transport infrastructure is in disarray, and towards the end with the closing down of our refinery here in New Zealand. Yes, our refinery being closed down and that, and on the way of being dismantled and becoming a solar farm. And to know that, and we do get our bitumen from overseas, which the quality isn't as good than as we had it from New Zealand that was produced at the refinery. For people who actually had worked there, please let me know in the comments below and have your take on it though. And also engineers here in New Zealand, you're also free to have your comments down below as well, because to know that I never worked in the transport agency or something. I never had a university degree, and so people, if you think about came to me for ideas about engineering though, well, you just came to the wrong person, because I actually never studied on roading infrastructure engineering here and here, never. So that's why engineers, especially here in New Zealand or elsewhere, do feel free to have your comments below so you can have your take and have your thoughts, because you know you are probably way more qualified than I am. And there's people like, yeah, and also from Strongtown, and not just from bikes and that though. Those YouTubers and that, and also City Beautiful, you're also free to have your comments below, because we need to have your take as well, because here in New Zealand we also have our road infrastructure is in disarray. Because our oil refinery is being closed down, so we don't actually get good quality bitumen, which is essential for our roads here in New Zealand, because we know that here in Dome Valley and that, and people, if you still had the experience though, and man, do have it in the comments below, so because man, we need to get your story as well. And because with all the roads and that, still a lot of road work going on over in Dome Valley. It's just south of Welford and just north of Warkworth here in New Zealand. Yes, it's just the tarmac been sticking to people's tires on their sticking to the tires. It's just, that's not a pretty sight, folks. That's just not a pretty sight. Yeah, and also with the potholes and that though, and I heard they're like, even with roads just being recently being tar sealed and that, it's just starting to get potholes early on, which is not good. That's because we're going to be getting poor quality bitumen though. And also, and of course, we also have another road type that is sort of a road and street hybrid, which we call a Stroad. Yes, but Stroads here in New Zealand, we had way longer than before Ardern was even elected. So he has nothing to do with that though. And that because Stroads in New Zealand has been here way longer before Ardern was elected. Yes, Stroads, we do have it in New Zealand. We do have it, like US and Canada, but in Australia, in Australia, they do have Stroads. Yeah, Stroads is just like a road and street hybrid, and I'm going to sort of tell you a little bit about it. I might leave Stroads for another video. Yeah, Stroad is like a road and street hybrid, and before we know what it is. First, a road is like a thoroughfare. It is for traffic traveling at high speed, for people getting from place A to place B. Yeah, and a street is just like a place for people to take part in the economy and that though, and when people do travel on streets, they are normally at a slow speed, which is like less than 40 kilometers an hour. Speeds that is less than 40 kilometers an hour, less than 25 miles per hour. So that is just another street, because streets are just they're for the people. It is not a thoroughfare, it's more of a destination where people have access to their property. That's what a street is. But when you try and combine the two of it, like a street as well as a thoroughfare, that's where you get is a Stroad. Well, I'll leave it at from that, because I'll save it for another video. With the potholes and that though, and yes, potholes, they do make roads dangerous, because man, depends when people do drive in a pothole and how hard it hit the pothole, it can probably even shatter the rims of the car, and man, they can become expensive repair costs and that, and and also the highway that new motorway that's from Wolford all the way to Pothole and that though, and the new motorway and that, which is good though. But man, for good roading infrastructure, we need good quality bitumen that's gonna and we need to learn to build roads that's gonna stand the test of time. So New Zealand, we really need to get our acting together, start having discussions and that, so we can build better roads here in New Zealand, and also build better streets here in New Zealand as well. That's going to be safer for people and that though, and also the thing we need to do is try to get rid of Stroads and that, get rid of Stroads, by either turning it into a road or a street, because, well, one thing, it's either a road or a street. Let's not have both, because man, because they have a poor safety record, they're less productive, and they are actually expensive to build and also expensive to maintain as well. So let's not have Stroads. And yes, New Zealand, we do need roads, but we also do need streets, because streets are and we need to have good streets where people can enjoy their life, enjoy their activity, what they're doing as well. And also build good roads with vehicles that we can travel fast from point A to point B. We need good roads, good and safe roads. I think that's all I've got to say for now. And well folks, we also, although the New Zealand Oil Refinery is still in the progress of being dismantled, but we don't know how far it is from this being dismantled. I'll say folks, let's just save our Marsden Point Refinery so we can get in back to gear to creating quality bitumen, quality petrol and diesel and that though, quality fuel for New Zealand, so we can have a good roading infrastructure here in New Zealand, because that's what is vital for any economy in the world, is good roading infrastructure. So vehicles, trucks can get their goods from point A to point B. But we also, one thing we actually need to do is get rail also up and going as well. Yeah, rail, because trains can also play a role in the economy as well. Yeah, bring the goods and that, so trucks don't have to travel far. Yeah, and that's what we do need, is rail infrastructure. And yes, yeah. Well, just haven't seen a Ferrari just in the distance as well. That's not what we did to do. Is looking at cars and that. We did talking about roads, because man, between roads and this rate, having a fast car is not going to really be a point, because well, if you've got bad roads, what's the point having a fast car that you can't even travel fast on? Yeah. Yeah. Well, the video is going to be long now, so I'm going to have to really just conclude now. I'll say, people, let's save the oil refinery so we can create the quality bitumen for our roads, the quality diesel for the trucks and that, and quality petrol for the cars and that though, so we can have a good have a good transport infrastructure here in New Zealand. That's all we got to do. As we work together, folks, we can achieve more. Yes, we can achieve more by working together. And I think that's all I got to say for now. Any thoughts or any ideas, please leave it in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for now. This is Matthew, the Manure Kiwi, signing off, over and out.